My name's Dina Mufti, I'm a freelance filmmaker, and I'd like to tell you about some time I spent with the icefall doctors up on the Everest icefall. You're familiar with all those images that get transmitted around the world of strings of mountaineers summiting Everest, and you see these guys at the top. But if you had a camera and you could pan back down to the icefall, what you would see are people like the icefall doctors and the sherpas working that route tirelessly in order to make those people's dreams come true. So our job was to capture what these guys do on film. They have to provide a highway, if you like, across these huge crevasses. The way they do that is to carry ladders up on their back, talking well over, 6,000-7,000 metres. They strap the ladders together. If one isn't enough, they strap another one to the first one. If two aren't enough, they strap a third one to the other two. So if you have 3 ladders, you can imagine it kind of drops over onto the other side. Hopefully makes it across the crevasse, but it's not anchored or tethered in any way. So someone has to get across there and do that job so the whole ladder is secure. And that's where they choose one icefall doctor, sometimes a new person in the group, so that he has to prove himself amongst the team. And he has to get down on his hands and knees and crawl across that ladder over a crevasse that is thousands of feet deep. The job of the camera team was to hang right on the shoulders of the icefall doctors as they went over crevasses. Wherever they went, our guys went too. One of the things that I think doesn't come across when you see footage of Everest and being at base camp and spending time there are just the sounds that you hear. It can be terrifying at times. You can wake up in the middle of the night and hear tens of avalanches going off. The icefall is moving the whole time. Anything can happen in any given day. And just to think really that the icefall doctors have to set off into that is a very sobering thought. So for me, it's those guys who are the heroes of the mountain. They're the ones who spend the time there. They know the movements, they know the personality of that place. They understand it in a way that I think the majority of us never will, as those mountaineers pass by and bag their summit and come home and tell stories. This isn't a full-time job for these guys, and yet it's so difficult to do. It requires such bravery and skill and knowledge of the mountain, but for the rest of the year they're farmers, they're ordinary guys, and then for a month or two they're on Everest, cheek by jowl and overtaking mountaineers who are going up the mountain. And I think it's the icefall doctors who make that place possible.